Hey guys, and welcome back. Today I wanted to do something a little bit different. I have been playing around with Clip Studio Paint. Always helps if you know what this program's called. And I thought I would do some of my characters holding mugs that I thought were kind of relevant to them, because this kind of been my thing at the moment, is looking through Pinterest trying to find interesting mugs, I guess. I'm a firm believer that you can never have too many mugs in your household. So the first one that I kind of thought was a good giggle was that I saw, I made it awkward. And it was actually this cup that made me think of one of my characters, Luca. And so I was like, oh, I could do a little series on mugs. And while these ones are like my own characters, because for me they're relevant to them, I'd love to hear about your guys' characters and if there are mugs relevant to them, I guess. And maybe I can draw some of those. Because, I don't know, it's just a bit of fun. So yeah, this one I decided to draw for Luca because, as I said, it made me think of him straight away. And that's mainly because he finds great pleasure, I guess, in seeing if he can twist people's words or, say something out of the blue that kind of makes everyone stop. Because his favorite thing to do is to kind of catch people off guard. Catch people off guard. I need to practice more English. Catch them off guard and make them a bit uncomfortable. He's not actually overly social, I guess. And so one of his ways of making up for that when he has to be around people is to put them on the place. And, if they can't think of anything to say, that's win-win for him because he can just sit there and soak in the silence. Full disclosure, he does not usually wear sunnies at all. But that's fine. I just felt that it was needed for this picture. But yeah, I've been really enjoying using Clip Studio Paint. The pencil in particular, oh my god, I waste so much time with the letters and then I don't even use. I wasted so much time. But yes, this pencil tool that I waste all my time with, I really love it. And when it gets into kind of the color and stuff, I just wanted to keep it really basic, but this program has a really nice blend that I can still get the texture with. I'm still playing with the settings though, because I wanted a bit more painterly, but so far it's good. I figured too that there's actually a blur and a blend. I'm still getting used to the fact that you click what type of tool you want and then it has a whole bunch of presets already available for it, but I'm working on messing with those presets. So it's actually been very smooth to work with. I usually use my Wacom, is it a pen and touch? It's a little blue one. And that's really good, but for this picture I actually had, because for once I was drawing at my desk, I had my how do you pronounce it? Intuos Pro Houdang, and it made the whole process a lot smoother. It's a good time. I've got to actually use that more. And plus it's got the wee circle thing for being able to control the size and the layers and everything on the fly, so that's really handy. Saves me having to constantly re-click things. I do mess around a lot in this, just trying to do, I want to say trying to make the line art more, the sketchy line art more interesting and eye-catching, but it really is me procrastinating, I guess, because the more, you spend on one little section, the longer I have to think about everything else. And initially, these were just going to be sketches, but I do end up just putting basic color on them. And now you're gonna see where I wasted my time with trying to block out all that writing, because I just fill it out. I did actually start doing this with the pencil as well, but since I still liked it, but I wanted to clean it up a bit, so I go over everything with an actual flat brush. But also I need to find where to buy all these mugs. I don't have enough of them. So yeah, I think I'm still, yeah. It's at this point where kind of how I go around the outside and fill it in. It was a bit much to keep going over it to get rid of the white bits, although it does kind of look cool considering I was doing everything all pencil, but oh no, I decided I just needed to actually flat it out properly. I'm still going through tutorials and everything on how to do line art, because it just, well, not even going through tutorials so much. I've watched like 2, and then I've just been playing with playing with the settings as much as I can. But I don't know. There's something about the sketchiness that I really like, because the sketching's always been my favorite part of drawing. The actual making final rendered pictures. It's either that I'm just really not good at it and therefore avoid it, or I just don't kind of like how my style looks in a fully rendered thing. Still debating which. Most likely just that I'm not very good at it, which means I should not be avoiding it, but what can one do? Avoidance is my key tactic. But hey, even without the liner, I'm still kind of happy with the way these turned out, because as I said, I like the sketchy style. And it was kind of funny because I recorded this and then 2 days, has it been 2 days? 2 days later I'm recording the voiceover. And I've actually been playing with this character design a lot more, and he's changed quite a bit, and by that I mean he has facial hair, and that is about the only difference. But that's fine. And of course no glasses. And my second mug was the No Problema, and I needed a punny one for the girlie's dad, because these are still characters that are related to the kind of witch storyline that I'm working on. So Luca, with the I Made It Awkward cup, he's one of Millie's regulars and friends. No Problema, if you've been watching my other videos, is for the dad, who is still not named. The older sister finally has a name, Macy, so I keep the M alliteration. But yes, the still unnamed father, who at this point is I guess not really unnamed, but I'm playing with the name Atticus at the moment because I love that, and if it doesn't come forth for any other character, it's going to be the dad. But he loves a good pun. And so I thought, what's better for him than a pun on a cup? No problema. And I thought, well, if it is at the point where everything's just not a problem, can freely take a nap where and whenever. Oh my god, this hand actually killed me. I should have looked up a reference from the start, but I didn't, because, you know, you gotta try and wing things sometimes. And then I did look at a reference and I was like, oh, I've got this, and then I never looked back at the reference, so the hand stays a mess. Spoiler alert, it does not get better, but it was fun. I really had to think about the shapes and whatnot, so I guess it was either way a learning curve. It's just a mess of a learning curve. But this whole kind of, actually now looking at it too, I probably could have done it bigger for perspective wise, but that's fine. Because anyone watching this will know that I tend to just draw everyone standing up on a 3/4 view. So this was quite different, but it was the only way I kind of saw this picture happening. Except I find this real interesting, the way I add the neck in right at the end, because the kind of contour at his cheek, I don't know, for me it really stood out, looked like that was actually his jawline, and then what's his jawline looked like his neck. So at certain points it kind of looks like he's got this tiny little smoosh face and like a big robust neck. And I was like, that would be great, but maybe not for him. So that might be future character ideas, but for now, I do try and fix that up, but it just, yep. See, it's nearly like an optical illusion. The other reason I kind of wanted to do this is I'm viewing the mugs as kind of like a prompt of how to draw a character interacting with them, because this year I'm hoping that I will stay motivated enough to do Inktober. My only concern is that I'll actually be on placement teaching I start next week, or well, actually this week if this releases on Monday like it should. And so I'll be teaching full-time from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. And then I really want to do Inktober this year though. And so I kind of want to do some practice things now in September so I can get my life together. And even while I'm still teaching through September, October, hopefully I can practice now and then October won't actually be so much of a hassle. But yeah, so I'm going to hopefully look up some more mugs, as if I don't have a big enough Pinterest collection of them already, and look up maybe some random word generators, or if anyone has a random word or kind of set of words, you could drop them in the comments below and I can try and incorporate them. Try being the main word, because yep, I have no promises, but I will try and make a picture out of them. Hopefully. As I said, no promises, but I will try. And I will also put up a poll on my Instagram, which is still just A Artist Stuff. So you can drop some ideas there, or as I said, here in the comments. And oh, there's the neck, it's sliding in there. Yeah, and we'll see how we go from there, and hopefully I will be prepared for Inktober and won't crash and die. Yeah, that's the ultimate goal here. Right, so here's just my 2 wee sketches. They took I don't even know if it was half an hour each. It was just like, done. It was quite fun. And yeah, so if you guys like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe if I can speak. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!